alien shot him in the head, blew out half his brains. He was walking home from his grandmother's house in Salinas, California, okay? He's of Mexican descent, his family's of Mexican descent, they came in legally, and he was killed by illegal. His mother, to this day, it's like she's died. There is no solace for her. She has other children, though, and she has family members who will speak on her behalf, on behalf of Ruben, and even though Trump's the president now, I still go out there and fight for his policies, and I expect him to do what I voted for him to do. And I proposed to another congressman, Alan Lowenthal of the Long Beach area, and I said, you need to pass a law. If an illegal alien kills a minor, an American child, he should get the death penalty. Okay, because right now there's a long process for the death penalty. I think it should be quick. So let me do my part, and then I can't wait to hear questions. So let me just lay the foundation. So there's that, and before I go, here's another dreamer. His name is Marcello Bizzarello, killed by a drunk driver, illegal alien. That illegal had been deported 5 times. 5 times. And he ended up killing this young man, 24 years old. He had dreams too. And we have legal immigrants as well. Nick the Greek from Huntington Park. Anybody have friends or family in Huntington Park? Do you know anybody in Huntington Park at all? So
this is an immigrant who was here legally was killed?
Absolutely. No, he was not killed though, thank God. But he feels like it's like hell where he lives now. He started Immigrants Day, which is October 28th. That's the day when the Statue of Liberty was officially christened. And so that's Immigrants Day. He started that. He appealed to Congress. He was a Democrat, now he is a Republican. And
he has a storefront, doesn't he, in Huntington Park?
Yeah, he did. He did. And that's part of the problem. He faced such a runaround from the city council. They forced him to pay $1 million minimum, and he lost a lot of money. He finally sold the building. We're hoping to put a lot of his Americana, there's a lot of stuff, to put it in an official space in the Huntington Park City Hall. So there's that. That's part of the Remembrance Project, by the way, those shirts. Nick the Greek gave me that shirt as a gift. So for me, I talked about immigration. One of the reasons why I was hesitant about Donald Trump is because at first he was flirting with single payer. Now I'm talking to Bernie supporters, I'm sure single payer sounds like a good idea already. So there's that. I don't want single payer. I want to see the state getting out of our health industry, and I want us to have more freedom. So right away I'm like, can I trust this guy? So now he's in office, he's already signed off an executive order that will curtail the impact of regulations. I love that. Like I said, I'm a conservative. You know, I'm not going to just fall in line because a Republican does something. I'm not too happy right now with their current repeal efforts. I don't think it goes far enough. But, you know what, we live in a democratic republic, so there's sometimes give and take. If we see those mandates repealed, if we see those taxes repealed, if people like you are able to get a full-time job and not have to worry about your employer keeping you to 29 hours a week because they're upset about that employer mandate, I'm happy about that. That's what I want to see.
John, you guys know what the employer mandate is?
Okay, if you need, so just really quickly, part of Obamacare put a mandate on businesses that if you have 50 plus employees, that company has to provide health insurance. And the other problem that we're now seeing too is that health insurance premiums are soaring. We have insurance companies that are either leaving the exchanges entirely or they're just jacking up their prices. More people can't afford it. I didn't have health insurance for a couple of months. When I left one job, it said I'd have to pay $300 minimum a month. I cannot afford that. I could not. I want the mandates gone. I want all these rules gone. I want to be able to purchase health insurance across state lines. And finally, I have a president who wants to do something like that. Bold. Previous Republicans have not been bold enough. And that's another reason why I like Trump. He was a bold person. I find him more trustworthy every day. I know that the vote I cast was a good vote. It was one of the most exciting votes I cast. I voted for Romney, I voted for McCain, and they were so-so. But I have found Trump to be a stellar president already. I agree with his temporary ban. I absolutely think we need to do a better job of vetting who comes into this country. I would have no problem with an all-out ban on all immigration because our system is so screwed up right now, and we are seeing terrorist attacks like we've never seen before. I don't know, this was maybe a small note to you, but I remember there was a Jewish cemetery in Missouri which was totally desecrated. Tombstones knocked down all over. That is a terrible thing. It's especially terrible for the Jewish communities to see that happen. And Mike Pence personally went to that graveyard and fixed everything. These attacks on Jews, these attacks on all minorities who want to come to this country, we need to take that into account. And Donald Trump recognizes that. He's not afraid to say Islamic terrorism. That's very important to me. And he believes that everybody should have a firearm if they qualify for those minimal demands. demands. Constitutional carry is coming, national reciprocity, I love it. This guy stopped the funding of abortions overseas with your money, love that. I can't wait for Planned Parenthood to be defunded, he's ready to do that, and he kept to his word. You can fund everything but abortion. Planned Parenthood said no, said fine, then we'll cut everything. I'm totally on board with that. You know, it's still mind-boggling to me to this day how a president who had such a seemingly liberal record until 2013, 2012, is probably in practice one of the most conservative presidents we've ever had. I'm thrilled that he's my president. Let me have my hat really quick. I absolutely do believe, and I do see him already making America great again. I absolutely believe that. God bless Donald Trump and put it on record. I know you probably don't agree with what I'm saying, but the fact that you haven't gotten triggered or thrown chairs at me is a good sign already. I'm really glad I'm here.
I would take him down if they did that.
I want to hear your questions now, please.
I'm sure you have, well, you know, I think you convinced a lot of people.
I hope at least one or two. You were first. Go.